start. I got a book full of things, but I'll just give you guys a little bit for God to get all the glory. A few weeks ago, I came to church, and me and the pastor were praying about this publicist who's a friend of my friend that the Lord has brought me into, a celebrity, DMX. And we had prayed about the Lord putting her back in contact with me because I hadn't spoke with her in a while. And I think it was like the next day or 2 days later, she ended up texting me. And so a few days later, she called me, and she was going through some things where they wanted to fire her from being part of Earl's, which is DMX's entourage. And so I got on the phone with the pastor. We prayed, and the Lord broke things off of what they were trying to do. And the next day she called me back, and she said, "Bridget, you wouldn't believe this." And I was like, "Oh, I believe it." And she was like, they actually called me late last night. I wanted to call you and tell you, but they called me late last night, speaking of the DMX's entourage. And she said the man that they wanted to replace me with fell through, and he messed up things for Earl. And so they called her, and they asked her to come back, and they want her working for them again. So this was the prayer in agreement with the pastor and me and herself. And she was like, she said, "I know who you people are." She said, "I know what God is doing with you guys." She said, I've been following this since '09. And she said, "I know who you guys are." She said, "There's no mistaking with me. I know God talks to you." You and your pastor. So that's